woman was found dead inside of her home yesterday over the Molina neighborhood. Authorities say the woman's death is now being investigated as a possible homicide, which would mark the 16th of the year. Friends and relatives come together to remember a woman who was brutally beaten to death, and her boyfriend is charged with the crime. Plus, see how police shut down an illegal poker gaming business investigators believe was operating right out of a house behind Moore Plaza. And we'll bring you the very latest information on that man from Liberia who brought Ebola to Dallas. Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Gibson. It's 6 o'clock on this brisk Saturday, October the 4th.
It's cold.
Oh, no.
It's like 70 degrees.
It's so nice outside. And it's nice to see Mr. Bill Vesey so early in the morning.
Mike, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Michael Gibson. It's now 6:30 on this Sunday, September the 28th.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Kristen Diaz. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your Sunday so far. Let's take a look at our weather.
By the way, the number one tip that officials have for drivers who are on the roads when flooding occurs is if you feel that it's unsafe or too high, turn around immediately. The current created in the high waters can actually take control of your car and can easily sweep it down the road or even into a ditch or creek. Yes, it feels very nice outside. Kind of scary seeing those 40-degree temperatures in the rest of the state. Now, that's a bit cold.
No kidding.
That's a bit cold.
That'll be down here like in December and January. So
if it gets here.
Yeah, you know, there'll be a couple of 40s and 30s.
It will. Thank you again, Bill. Yep. Appreciate it. The recent rains we've had in the coastal bend may have been easing our drought, but they're also causing the return of those pesky mosquitoes. Dr. VJ is here this morning to talk about the best way to protect yourself from those very annoying insects that I just told you. Why do they have to exist? The mosquitoes go after me every single time. In the car, at home, no matter where I'm at, I'm getting bit. The folks here in the Rockport area have a whole lot of work to do to recover from Hurricane Harvey. But some of them decided to spend part of their day not doing this kind of work, but meeting a country legend. City officials here in Three Rivers say some 23,000 vehicles travel up and down the roadways here, literally beating down the city streets. The Bee County Jail was built back in 1989, and officials say ever since that time, they've had nothing but trouble with this facility. Wednesday night's armed robbery here at this convenience store in Agua Dulce has the entire town talking about what happened. One of the Border Patrol agents in this area spotted this SUV, and inside were a number of immigrants from Guatemala. Now they're all headed back to that Falfurrias station to be interviewed, along with the driver who they believe is from here. Here at the Aransas National Wildlife Refuge, there's all kinds of folks coming here year-round to see all of the wildlife this place has to offer. But lately, there's been a couple of visitors that have really, well, shaken things up some. This is the Berclair Mansion. It was built back in 1936 for under $50,000. But it wasn't until 2001, when this place was reopened to the public, that someone began starting to see spirits. This is what a typical table spread would look like for a family dinner inside the Fulton Mansion back in the day when the family actually lived here. And we're told that most of the items inside this room are original. There's all kinds of plates, dishes. We're even going to use our napkin to hold one of the forks that perhaps Mr. or Mrs. Fulton used back in the day. Portland Police Chief Mark Corey says one of his officers was on a traffic stop here at the corner of 35 and Moore Avenue. During that traffic stop, something unusual happened right here in front of the Snappy's convenience store. Now, what happened was, while the officer was out on that traffic stop, a driver of a car pulled up and asked them for directions. Well, the officer apparently believed that person was intoxicated. That person turned out to be actor Lou Diamond Phillips. Most of the members of this search group here in Kyle are from the Corpus Christi area. Now, we're 25 miles downstream from where the house left its foundation in Wimberley. The head of a local farming and ranching organization here in Brooks County is hoping that it's not too late to try and salvage this deal with the state. Back in March, here just outside of Normanna, a ranch hand was working in this same exact spot when his dogs began to bark. Then they took off running towards something. When he took a look, well, it was simply too hard to believe. One of the most surprising things we found today on the beach was Saul and his handler, Christian Fritz, all the way from San Marcos. They're out here looking for turtle eggs. Back in 1970, Lafayette Poole moved back to Taft. He and his family lived in that two-story house just across the way, which happens to be just a few hundred feet away from the Blackland Museum, a place where we found pictures of a young Lafayette Poole, along with a man who feels he is way overdue for some serious recognition.
What is it? What do you want? Oh, no.
We always have
Who is
questions.
this guy with the pink shirt? I never had, nobody with the pink shirt has ever interviewed me before.
Well, this is a first.
What is your name?
Michael Gibson, Channel 3.
Michael Gibson, Channel 3. Oh,
ABC.
ABC. That's
Yeah, see?
my old
Now, I
team.
knew this would get on the ABC.